What's the story? What am I going to read? What's the story? What am I going to read? Or maybe I'll sing and dance. Oh, I promise that I won't dance. But what's the story? We'll find out together. We'll find out right now. Hello there, and welcome to What's the Story with Mr. H. That's me. I'm very, very excited for today's story. It's one of my favorite stories, and it's going to be read by one of my favorite people in the whole wide world. But before we get to that special guest, we've got another special guest. But before we get to that special guest, I want to thank everybody out there who has watched the videos, who has shared the videos, who has subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for making this show a hit. I'm just having such a blast doing it, and it's all about getting these stories out so people can hear them and see them. So keep up the great work. Parents, as a reminder, if you need to get a hold of me, you can use this email address right here, or you can follow me on Twitter right here for links to videos that are very easy to share. So 2 ways for you to get in touch with me. All right. Well, we're going to get to our very first special guest. In order to do that, we're going to have to use a little bit of magic. So let me see if I've got any magic in these fingers. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Ahoy, mateys! How you be out there in Storyland? I tell you what, thanks to Mr. H for bringing me in to tell a story. But I don't got a story to tell. But methinks I got someone who does. Let me see if I got any magic. Let me see. 1, 2, 3.
Well, ahoy there, mates. I'm Landon H. I'm Mr. H's son, and today I'm going to be reading you one of my favorite stories ever. It is How I Became a Pirate by Melinda Long and illustrated by David Shannon. Let's get right into the story. Pirates have green teeth, when they have any teeth at all. I know about pirates, because one day, when I was at the beach building a sandcastle and minding my own business, a pirate ship sailed into view. I knew what it was because it had a flag and a skull and crossbones on it, and because I could hear the pirates singing,
Hey, ho! Roll a man down!
they were a little off key. I tried to tell Dad, but he was busy setting up the beach umbrella. I tried to tell Mom, but she was busy slathering my baby sister with sunblock. So I went back to my sandcastle, but I kept an eye on the pirates. By then, they were rowing to shore. When they landed, the head pirate climbed out of the boat and yelled,
Ahoy there, matey! Be this the Spanish Main?
No, I said, this is the North Beach.
Shiver me timbers!
The pirate said.
We must have taken a wrong turn at Bora Bora.
He walked around my sandcastle. He looked at the moat, then yelled back to his crew.
He's a digger, he is, and a good one to boot.
A good one to boot!
The others agreed.
What be your name, matey?
The head pirate asked. Jeremy Jacobs, sir, I told him.
Well, Jeremy Jacob,
He said.
you're looking at Braid Beard and his crew. We've been needing a digger like yourself. We've a chest of treasure to bury.
Aye,
The
treasure!
others shouted.
You're coming with us.
Braid Beard told me. I didn't think Mom and Dad would mind, as long as I got back in time for soccer practice the next day. That's how I became a pirate. As soon as we were on board, Braid Beard showed me the chest of gold and jewels.
Got to find a safe place for this here treasure. It's high time we're off.
He announced.
We're off!
We all shouted, and then we set sail. There was plenty to do on board. The pirates taught me to sing sea chanties, the louder the better, and to say real pirate stuff like,
Landlubber
and
scurvy dog.
by dinner time, I could speak pirate perfectly. I also learned pirate manners. Braidbeard pounded his fist on the table and yelled,
Down the hatch, me laddies.
Down the hatch!
We all shouted. Braidbeard gulped his food and said,
Hand over the meat.
The meat!
We all roared. Nobody told us to finish spinach. There wasn't any. Or to chew up carrots. They weren't allowed on board. We talked with our mouths full. And nobody said please or thank you. After dinner, I tried to teach the pirates to play soccer. Braybeard kicked the ball and yelled,
Arg, soccer.
Arg!
the
Soccer!
crew yelled. Then everybody dove for the ball at once, and it rolled right off the deck.
After it, me hearties.
Braidbeard commanded.
After it?
We all whispered. We fought over who would go get the ball, but it didn't matter anyway, because a shark came along and swallowed it in one gulp. So much for soccer. By now, it was past my bedtime, but nobody tells pirates to go to bed, to take a bath, or to brush their teeth. Maybe that's why their teeth are green. Pirates sleep with one eye open, just in case. And they don't change into pajamas unless they want to. Pirates don't do anything they don't want to, except for maybe swabbing the decks. I wanted to be a pirate forever. But then, I found out what else they don't do. When I couldn't stay awake any longer, I asked Braidbeard to tuck me in and read me a story.
Tuck you in?
He bellowed.
Pirates don't tuck?
No tucking!
The crew cried, and the only thing they had to read was a map. Don't you have any books? I asked. Braidbeard looked confused.
Books?
I didn't even bother to ask about a good night kiss. It wasn't easy to fall asleep without a story, but I was finally dozing off when a storm broke. Thunder boomed and lightning flashed. I tried to hide it under the covers as waves slammed up against the ship, but I kept falling out of my hammock. I couldn't find anyone in the cabin. They were all on the deck.
Lower the sails!
Braidbeard shouted.
Batten down the hatches!
Everybody ran around yelling, lowering, and battening. Nobody had time to sit close and tell me it would be over soon. Nobody even noticed me. I decided that I didn't want to be a pirate after all. Just then, flash, crash, crack! Lightning hit the mast and split it right down the middle.
What do we do now?
Yelled one of the pirates.
We'll have one to turn back.
Called another.
But the treasure!
Hollered Braidbeard.
Where will we bury the treasure?
I stepped forward. Maybe I can help, I shouted over the wind. I think I know the perfect digging spot. When the storm was over, we rowed back to shore and buried the chest. We drew up a map so we could find the treasure again, but I don't think I'll need it. After the pirates repaired the ship and got ready to set sail, before they left, Braidbeard handed me a flag and said,
You make a fine pirate, Jeremy Jacob. Guard that treasure well. We'll be back to get it soon enough.
Soon enough.
the crew repeated.
And if you ever need us,
Braidbeard added.
just run the Jolly Roger up yonder pole.
Up yonder pole.
The others shouted, and maybe I will, but not today. I have soccer practice. Well, guys, that was one of my favorite stories of all time, How I Became a Pirate, by Melinda Long and illustrated by David Shannon. Now, let me see if I have a little bit of that magic here that Mr. H was giving you guys earlier. Let's see. 1, 2.
Arrgh!
Oops, I think I did that wrong. Let me try it again.
That was fun. I sure hope you enjoyed that story as much as I did. Didn't Landon do a great job reading it? Tell you what, I'm really proud of that kid. All right, well, we're ready to go for another day. But before we do, remember, we've got 3 things that we're going to go away with. And if you watched yesterday's show, you'll know that I took those 3 things I normally tell you and I put them in the song that we could sing together. So if you know the song, sing it with me. If you don't, here's your chance to learn it. It goes like this. Be kind in all you do and say. Be creative in how you learn and play. Be the best. Why, oh, you. That why, oh, you can do. And have a great day. Yeah, yeah. Have a great day. see you next time.